Dear student, today we are in our lecture number 10, 11, 12. Last lecture of the chapter Solution Standard 12. Yes, we are in our exercise question. You can see in text exercise 2.18, calculate the mass of a non-volatile solute. Solute volatile નથી, non-volatile છે. Molar mass of it is 40 gram per mole, which should be dissolved in 114 gram octane. Octane is here our solvent. To reduce its vapor pressure to 80%. 80% is reduced, decreasing in vapor pressure. Now, mass of solute we have to define. Molar mass of solute 40 gram. Mass of solvent 114 gram. Molar mass of the octane solvent 114. Let the vapor pressure of octane be P degree millimeter. આપણે ધારીએ છીએ, we are assuming vapor pressure of octane is P degree. So vapor pressure of solution P 80% of P degree. એટલે જે 80% of P degree. એટલે P degree ના 80% means 83 multiplied divided by 100. So 0.8 P degree થાય. According to Raoult's law, P degree minus P upon P degree is equal to n upon n plus n. And the mass relative lowering in vapor pressure equal to mole fraction of solute. So mole fraction of solute means mole of solute upon total mole. Here mole of solute means mass upon molecular mass of the solute. These are mass upon molecular mass of solvent. So here you can see value of it P degree minus 0.8 P degree upon P degree, W upon 40, W upon 40 plus 114 by 114. So P degree is common, cut 1 minus 0.8, so 0.2. 40 is LCM here. Let W upon 40. Here W plus 40 by 40. 40 cut. So W upon W plus 40. 0.2 multiply 2. W plus 40. So 0.2 W plus 40 into 0.2. So W. 0.2 W plus 8. So here W, 0.2 W another side. So W common, 1 minus 0.2. So W is 0.88. So W 8 upon 0.8. So 10 gram is our answer. It can be solved using this question. Also, we can solve by using P degree minus P upon P degree, W upon M, and M0 upon W0. Thereby the answer would be 8 gram. Yes, slightly different. 2.19. A solution containing 30 gram of non-volatile solute exactly in 90 gram of water has a vapor pressure of 2.8 kilopascal at 298 Kelvin. Solution contains 30 gram non-volatile solute exactly 90 gram. 90 gram water ma 30 gram solute is dissolved. Has a vapor pressure of 2.8 kilopascal at 298 Kelvin. Further, 80 gram of water is then added to the solution, and the new vapor pressure became 2.9 kilopascal at 298 Kelvin. Calculate the molar mass of solute and vapor pressure of water at 298 Kelvin. Here in the case number 1, molar mass of solute 30 gram. Molar mass of solute we have to define. Mass of solvent 90 gram. Moles of solute, mass upon molecular mass. Moles of solvent, mass upon molecular mass. 19 by 18, so 5. Vapor pressure of solution is 2.8 kilopascal. So P degree minus P upon P degree, N upon N plus N. Mole of solute, 30 by M. 30 by M plus 5. So here LCM, P degree minus 2.8 upon P degree. This one in kilopascal, remember. 30 upon M, here LCM, 30 plus M by M. MM cut. So 30 upon 30 plus 5M. M into 5, 30 plus 5M by M. So M cut. So P degree minus 2.8 upon P degree. So here P degree divided by P degree, so 1 minus 2.8 upon P degree. 30 upon 30 plus 5M. So 1 minus 30 upon 30 plus 5 is equal to 2.8 upon P degree. So 2.8 upon P degree, here 30. Here value M upon 30 plus 5M minus 30 upon 30 plus 5M. So 30 cut. So 5M upon 30 plus 5M. Here 5 is common from here. So here 6 plus M. Understood? So M plus 6 plus M. Equation 1. In the case number 2, mass of solvent 90 plus 18. 90 plus 18, what you write? So mole of solvent, mass upon molar mass 6 mole. Vapor pressure is 2.9 now after adding 18 gram. So P degree minus 2.9 upon P degree. So 30 by M plus 6 M. We are taking LCM. 30 by M, here 30 plus 6 M by M. M cut. P degree cut. 1 minus 2.9 upon P degree. So 30 upon 30 plus 6 M. So 1 minus 30 upon 30 plus 6 M, 2.9 upon P degree. So here 30 plus 6 M minus 30 upon 30 plus 6 M. Both are cut. So here 6 common. So 5 plus M. M upon 5 plus M is equal to 2.9 upon P degree. Divide by equation 1 by 2. So 5 plus M upon 6 plus M is equal to 2.8 by 2.9. So 5 plus M is equal to 0.9655, 6 plus M. So multiplying by 6, 5.793 nm. M we have to collect one side. So M common, 1 minus 0.9655, 0.345. Here subtraction 0.793, so M will be 22.98. So 23 gram per mole. Now vapor pressure of the water. Yes, sir. From the derived value of M, we can define some vapor pressure of the water, P degree. P degree minus 2.8 kilopascal upon P degree. 30 upon 23. Derived value of solute molecular mass. 30 by 23, 90 by 18. So P degree minus 2.8 kilopascal P degree is equal to 0.2068. So P degree here multiply. So P degree will be 2.8 kilopascal upon we are here P degree minus 0.2068, P degree 2.8. Here P degree common, so 1 minus 0.2068, 2.8. This 1.7932. So 2.8 divided by 0.7932 gives 3.53 kilopascal. Yes. Here taken value in kilopascal, so answer will be in kilopascal. Now next question. Vapor pressure of water. Vapor pressure of the water at 293 Kelvin temperature. (17.535 millimeter height). Calculate the vapor pressure of water at 293 Kelvin when 25 gram of glucose is dissolved in 450 gram of water. As per Raoult's law, P degree minus P upon P degree equal to W upon M, mass of solute upon molecular mass of solute. Mass of solvent, here molecular mass of solvent P degree is given 17.535, P you have to define 17.535, 25 W, 180 glucose, 18 molecular mass of water, 450 mass of water solvent. So here when we divide both value by 17.535, so 1 P upon 17.535, here value of this for 0.0055. So here what happens actually, 1 minus 0.0055. So P upon 17.535. Here 0.9945 multiply by 7.535. આનો જે સબસ્ટ્રેક્શન આવે multiply by 17.535, so pressure will be 17.44 millimeter. A 5%, yes, another question, 5% solution by mass. By mass means out reference to 100. 5 gram cane sugar and 95 gram water has freezing point of 271 Kelvin. Freezing point is given TF. Calculate the freezing point of 5% glucose in water if freezing point of pure water is 273.15. Find the value of Kf for 5% solution of cane sugar. 5% solution means 5 gram of cane sugar dissolved in 100 gram. Therefore, mass of water 100 minus by 95, thus mass of solute will be 5 gram. Mass of solvent 95 gram. Molar mass of solute 342. Freezing point of the solution 271 and freezing point of solvent 273.15. So, depression in freezing point, a solution in freezing point, a solvent. So, depression in freezing point will be 2.15. Now we are using formula delta TF is equal to KF into W2 M2 1000 and W1. Here KF will be delta TF into M2 W1 upon W2 M1000. This one. Now M, molecular mass of a solute. Depression in freezing point 2.15 derived. Mass of solvent, W0 means solvent, 95 gram, 1000 W5 gram, 13.97 Kelvin into kilogram per mole. This derived value we have to use in the second case. Now we find freezing point of 5% glucose solution. Delta TF 1000 into Kf into W, M into W0. So 1000 Kf 13.97, mass of solute 5 gram, molecular mass of solute 180, mass of solvent 95, 4.085. So delta TF is equal to T degree F minus TF. So here TF will be T degree S minus delta TF. Pure solvent no freezing point given. Change in 4.085 solution. Change in depression, freezing point derived. So it gives a freezing point of our solution. Now another IMP question, textbook question 2.21. Two elements A and B form components having formula AB2. The elements A and B are combining with each other and it forms a compound AB2 and AB4. When dissolves in 20 gram of benzene C6H6, 1 gram of AB2 lowers the freezing point by 2.3 Kelvin. So 1 gram AB2 when we dissolves in 20 gram benzene, so lowering in freezing point is 2.3 Kelvin, where 1 gram of AB4 lowers by 1.3 Kelvin. The molar depression constant for benzene, yes, 5.1. Calculate atomic mass of A and B. Here for compound AB2, mass of AB2 is 1 gram. Freezing point of it of the solution 2.3. Mass of solvent 20 gram. Kf 5.1. So molecular mass will be how much? We are using formula once again, delta TF is equal to Kf into W2 upon M2, 1000 and W1. So M2 will be Kf W2 1000 upon delta TF and W1, this one. So molar mass 1000 into KFW, delta TF W0. For AB2, 1000 into 5.1, then 1 gram of solute 2.3 and 20. So 110.87. For AB4, here mass is 1 gram in 20 gram, but depression in freezing point 1.3 in case of AB4. So it is 196.15. Now let the atomic mass of A and B, X and Y. Yes, here A having X. In AB2, you can see A is 1, B is 2. So assume mass of A is here X. Assume mass of 1, B is Y. B 2 times A 1 times is equal to 110.87. In AB4, X 1 times A, so X, 4 times B, so 4 times Y. So substitute in the equation 3 and we get subtraction, yes. From the fourth, third will be subtracting. So X plus 4Y is equal to 196.15. Here X plus 2Y 110.87. X cut. 4y માંથી 2y જાય તો 2y, 15 માંથી 7 જાય 8, here 10 માંથી 8 2 5 8 and 0, 85.28 of 2y. So 1y is equal to 85.28 divided by 2, 40 plus 2.5 and 0.14, 42.64. Yes. Is mass of y means B. Now put down the value of y in equation 3 or 4. ગમે એમાં value મૂકી દો. So it gives some mass of A. So here 110.87 minus 2 into 42.64. So 2 for x plus 2y, 110.87. Derived value of y 42.64, 110.87. So 110.87 minus multiplication of both 8, 2, 1 and 8. So x will be 25.59. X means mass of A, atomic mass. Now another question, textual exercise. At 300 Kelvin, 36 grams of glucose present in a liter of its solution has an osmotic pressure of 4.98 bar. If the osmotic pressure of the solution is 1.52 bar at the same temperature, what would be the concentration? The 300 Kelvin તાપમાન છે, temperature, 30 grams of glucose 1 liter માં present છે. So osmotic pressure is 4.98 bar. If osmotic pressure is now 1.52, how much concentration of the solute? For solution 1, W1 36 gram of glucose and molecular mass of glucose 180. So concentration will be mole per liter. So mass upon molecular mass gives mole, liter is 1, so 0.2 molarity. Having the 4.98 bar pressure. For solution 2, pi 2 is 1.52. So concentration will be how much? Hence according to pi is equal to CRT. Here both temperature same. So pi is equal to C1, pi 2 is equal to C2. For the first case, the pi 1 is equal to C1 RT. Second case, pi 2 is equal to C2 RT. So pi 1 upon pi 2. So C1 RT upon C2 RT. So pi 1 upon pi 2 is equal to C1 upon C2. Out of 4, 3 is none. So fourth one we can derive. C2 is equal to C1 into pi 2 upon pi 1. So 0.2 into 1.52 upon 4.98, 0.061. Another method also given, which is in your PDF. Do yourself. Now, the depression in freezing point of water observed for the same amount of acetic acid, trichloroacetic acid and trifluoroacetic acid. Increase in the order given above, explain briefly. Depression in freezing point is a colligative property. Means It depends upon quantity of the solute. Hence, it depends on the number of particles irrespective of their nature. Now, among the given compound, fluorine being most electronegative has highest electron withdrawing nature. Trifluoro acidic acid. Yes. 3 times fluorine present. Trifluoroacetic acid. Withdrawal group. So here polarity increases. So it gives more amount of H plus. Where trichloro. Chlorine is less withdrawal than fluorine. So polarity is less here. So it releases less H plus ion. Then an acetic acid now, there is a methyl group which is donor group. So decreases polarity between O and H, and whenever polarity between O and H high, so it should be more ionization. There should be more ionization. It emits more ions. So concentration high and depression in freezing point high for trifluoro acetic acid, then after trichloro, and in last acetic acid. Yes, order is given here. You can see acetic acid having less acidic nature, freezing point એના કરતા more trichloro, એના કરતા more trifluoro. Trifluoro ionized to great extent in acidic acid to less in aqueous solution. The number of ion decreases and the freezing point decreases, depression in freezing point. Now 2 grams of benzoic acid dissolved in 25 grams of benzene shows a depression in freezing point equal to 1.62 Kelvin. 2 grams benzoic acid, which is solute, 25 grams of benzene solvent, depression in freezing point is delta TF 1.62, molar depression constant Kf 4.9. What is the percentage association of acid of it forms dimer in solution? Dimer થાય first method. Mass of solute 2 gram, mass of solvent 25, delta TF 1.62. Molar mass of solute is unknown. Degree of association how much? Yes, sir. First we have to derive molecular mass of the solute. 1000 into Kf into W. Mass of solute delta TF W0. 1000 into 4.92 gram solute. Depression freezing point 1.62. 25 solvent. So 241.98 gram per mole. This is the experimental molar mass of solute. This one is the experimental mass of the solute. Here value of experimental is a 2 for 1. Yes. So I will be actual molecular mass upon practically derived mass. So it will be 0.5. Round about 242. So something, it will be 0.51 something. 0.51 is our I. We have to derive here alpha. So alpha is equal to n into n1 minus 1. Alpha means dissociation association constant. I minus 1 into n upon n minus 1. So 1 minus I into n upon n. 1 minus I, 0.51 dimerization. So n will be 2. 2 minus 1 means 1. So here 0.49 multiplied by 2. So it will be 0.98. And when we multiply by 100, so it will be 98%. Yes. Calculate the depression in freezing point of water when 10 gram of 2-chloro-butanoic acid is dissolved. This one is 2-chloro-butanoic acid is added to 250 gram of water. Ka dissociation constant kehvaye. Kf is given. We have to define depression in freezing point of the water. Mass of solute is 10 gram. Molecular mass of the solute 122.5 gram. Mass of solvent 250 gram. So molarity will be mass upon molar mass 1000 upon mass of the solvent. So 0.23265 molarity. Now chloro-butanoic acid dissociate in aqueous solution as follows. Yes, chloroacetic acids initial concentration C, so initial 0 0. C minus C alpha, so plus C alpha C alpha. Then C to 1 minus alpha. C is taken common. So Ka will be C alpha upon C into 1 minus alpha. Alpha is degree of dissociation. So C into alpha square upon 1 minus alpha. Alpha is very less, so negligible. So K is equal to C into alpha square. So alpha is equal to under root Ka upon C. K is given 1.4 10 raised to minus 3. Concentration 0.3265. So 0.06548. So degree of dissociation alpha I minus 1 upon n minus 1. Here alpha is 0.06548. N will be 2. Why? It gives 2 ions. So I will be 2 minus 1 1. So I is equal to 1 plus 0.06545. So 1.065 into, so delta Tf is equal to I into Kf. So depression in freezing point will be I into 1.86 Kf value and molarity 0.3265. 0.647 is our answer. Now 19.5 gram. How much? 19.5 gram of fluoroacetic acid. FCH2COOH is fluoroacetic acid. In 500 gram water is dissolved. The depression in the freezing point of water observed is 10 degrees Celsius. Calculate the Van't factor and dissociation constant of fluoroacetic acid. Here mass of solute is 19.5 gram. Mass of the solvent 500 gram. Molar mass of fluoroacetic acid 78. Depression freezing point 1 degree, 1 Kelvin. So molality of fluoroacetic acid 19.5 divided by 78. 1000 by 500, 0.5. So I is equal to delta Tf upon Kf into n. So 1 upon 1.86.5, 1.0753 is our I. In fluoroacetic acid, it gives 1H plus 1 negative ion. So alpha is equal to I minus 1 upon N minus 1. 1.0735 minus 1 upon 2 minus 1. Why 2? It gives 2 ions after dissociation. So N should be 2. 0.0753. And for the weak acid, Ka is equal to C into alpha square upon 1 minus alpha. So 0.5 into 0.0753 now square. Taking density of water 1, Ka 3.07 10 raised to minus 3. Determine the amount of calcium chloride. Here one top factor I for calcium chloride is given 2.47. Dissolved in 2.5 liter of water such that its osmotic pressure is 0.75 at 27 degree. One top factor I is 2.7. Volume of solution is 2.5. Osmotic pressure 0.75. Temperature 27 plus 273.15, so 300.15. So amount of solute will be pi is equal to I nRT. I શું કામ લેવું પડે? Yes. Whenever our solute experiences ionization, means dissociation or association, I compulsory. N is equal to pi V upon IRT. So 0.75, 2.5 upon 247. 2.47, 0.0821 value of R, temperature 300. So 0.03 mole of calcium chloride. Now here, determine the osmotic pressure of solution prepared by dissolving 50 mg of K2SO4 in 2 liter of water at 25 degree, assuming that it is completely dissociate. K2SO4, mass of K2SO4 25 mg. We convert into gram 10 raised to minus 3. Volume is 2 liter. Temperature 25 degrees, so 298.15 Kelvin. On top factor, completely dissociation means it gives 3 ion. So there are 3. I will be 3. So 2 plus 1 3. So molar mass of the K2SO4 is 3. Molar mass is 174. So pi will be IWRT upon MV. I3 and 25. 10 raised to minus 3. 0.0821. 298.15 upon 174 and volume 2 5.27 10 raised to minus 3. Now our chapter with exercise over here. We will start our next chapter. We will start in our next lecture new chapter. Bye. We will meet tomorrow.